This video was uploaded to YouTube back in December 2011 by a man named Luther. He says he was casually using his phone, playing around with a chat app and testing a few settings, when he suddenly heard a strange noise coming from behind him. Now, it's fair to mention, it does feel a little convenient that he just happened to be recording himself at that exact moment. Most people don't usually film themselves while adjusting phone settings, but still, the timing of what happens next is what makes this clip so strange. Take a look.
When you're done, due dates, none. Late fees, non-existent.
I have access to every single game I could possibly imagine.
Go to Gamefly.com now. Click the joystick in the top right corner. Enter Soldier in the box and get started with a free extended trial. And remember, you can cancel at any time. Product shown rated E through F. Gamefly also offers gift certificates for the gamer in your life. Save up to 20%. I love Gamefly.
We only have saved with Progressive.
Buy people gas.
You're so kind. Thank you.
Even so I'll be out there sharing my savings with the people I meet. Now look at this in Albuquerque.
Saving it forward. Now that's Progressive.
It's what days of velocity get sent on great TV. Wish you won't believe large line classics off the chart.
Think I need a Ferrari.
Let's refurbish twice what you like to purchase guys. It's so cheap out for celebrity.
I like to bring you surprises.
Don't miss the 12 Days of Velocity. 12 days of your favorite Velocity shows, starting December 22nd.
You can see one of the kitchen cabinets behind Luther slowly open on its own. Just a second later, something suddenly shoots out of the cabinet and slams onto the floor, making Luther instantly turn around in shock. He quickly gets up to check what just happened, and you can tell he's genuinely startled. But when he looks around, the only thing he finds is the object lying on the floor. There's no one else in the room, and no clear explanation for how it happened. Since this video dates all the way back to 2011, there were never any follow-ups or real explanations. The clip just exists on its own, leaving viewers to debate what actually took place. So what do you think? Was this a perfectly timed setup? Or could something unseen have been searching through Luther's cabinets? Let me know your theories in the comments. Adrian Montenegro shared this video back in June 2023, and at first, it seems completely harmless. It just shows him and a few friends hanging out outside at night laughing, joking around, and playing on some swings. Everything feels normal, relaxed. Nothing unusual at all. And then, you start to notice something in the background.
No bajen los pies. Ahí era la buena.
No bajes los pies.
Oh, no. No se la cura, güey.
Es que está bien flaquillo ese bastón.
No viste, parece que se levanta como. Así se fue bien derechita. Yo fui al tío Lalo. El último sigue Brian porque dice que no funciona. ¿Ya te paró?
If you look closely into the darkness behind them, you can make out what appears to be a humanoid figure standing at a distance. But it doesn't just stay still. After a moment, the figure takes a few steps, and then does something even more unsettling. It crouches down, almost like it's trying to stay hidden, or lower itself out of sight. That movement is what really changes the entire feeling of the video. It doesn't look like a shadow or a trick of the light. The motion feels deliberate, controlled, almost aware. What makes it even creepier is that no one in the video seems to notice it at all. There's no reaction, no pause, no sudden tension, just laughter and casual conversation. completely unaware of what appears to be happening behind them. Imagine watching this video later and realizing that your fun, carefree night on the swings might not have been as empty as it felt. Something could have been standing back there, moving, watching, and then crouching down as if it didn't want to be seen. Of course, there's always the possibility that this was staged. Someone could have been standing in the distance, purposely stepping forward and crouching once they realized the camera wasn't focused on them. But if it wasn't staged, the thought that a humanoid figure was close enough to move around unnoticed in the dark is genuinely unsettling. So what do you think this was? Someone playing a disturbing prank from the shadows, or something far worse, quietly observing from the darkness? Let me know what you think. This next video shows a TikTok user exploring the halls of an abandoned prison, and right away you can tell the place has been left to rot. The walls and cell bars are covered in thick rust and grime, and the entire building carries this heavy, uneasy feeling, like it's still holding on to the memories of everything that happened there. And almost immediately, something unsettling starts to happen.
What the fuck? That's some creepy ass shit. Hold on, no, I want to see this shit. Ain't nothing. I am.
One of the prison cell doors suddenly begins opening and closing on its own. It's not subtle, and it's not just a single movement. The door keeps swinging back and forth repeatedly, almost like something is deliberately interacting with it. That's what makes the moment so disturbing. Prisons are built around strict routines, doors opening, doors shutting, days repeating over and over again. Watching that cell door move like this doesn't feel random. It almost feels like something is replaying a pattern, stuck in the same cycle it could never escape. If there really is something paranormal happening here, it's not hard to imagine the possibility of a former inmate still being tied to that space. Someone who never truly left, even after the prison itself was abandoned. Not angry, not violent, just trapped. So, what do you think is happening inside that cell? A spirit reliving the same confinement it once suffered, or something else still lingering in those empty corridors long after everyone else moved on? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This video was uploaded to TikTok, and according to the post, the footage was actually sent to them by a night shift nurse working at a hospital. The video shows the nurse slowly moving through the building late at night, carefully panning her camera around the dark, empty hallways. She appears to be completely alone, walking through dim corridors that already feel uncomfortable and eerie on their own. And then, something appears. This isn't one of those moments you might miss if you blink. The figure is pretty noticeable. Standing in the hallway is what looks like a human-shaped presence, just still, almost watching. But what makes the clip even stranger is what happens next. The nurse slowly pans the camera away, and when she turns it back toward the same spot, the figure is completely gone. No footsteps, no movement, no transition. It's just there 1 second, and gone the next. That sudden disappearance does give the video a bit of a staged feel, especially since the timing almost looks too perfect. If someone stepped out of frame, or if the moment was planned, this kind of camera movement would make the illusion pretty easy to pull off. Still, hospitals at night already carry a heavy atmosphere, and seeing a figure standing in an empty hallway, even for a moment, is enough to send chills down your spine, whether it's real or not. So, what do you think this was? A planned scare meant to grab attention, or something that simply didn't stay long enough to be explained? TikTok user Music Lover shared this video in June 2025, but what makes it even more unsettling is that they didn't record it themselves. The clip was actually sent to them by their father, who says it was filmed by caretakers working at the uploader's uncle's shared home. That alone makes the situation feel a lot more disturbing. This isn't someone trying to capture content for social media. This is footage that was passed along because it genuinely scared the people who witnessed it. According to the uploader, their father believes the video shows the spirit of their grandfather, possibly lingering around their uncle. But Music Lover isn't convinced. They feel that whatever is happening in the clip seems far too aggressive and violent to be him. Let's take a look.
Tours for photos. It's even easier than it sounds. Camera, get your picture.
Throughout the footage, several strange and unsettling things start happening inside the house. Objects appear to move on their own. The atmosphere feels tense and chaotic, and it almost feels like whatever is there isn't just trying to show its presence, it's reacting, or maybe even lashing out. In the description, Music Lover admitted that after watching the video, they were left completely shocked and confused, saying they genuinely don't know what to believe anymore. So what do you think? Could this really be a family member trying to reach out from beyond? Or does the violent nature of what we're seeing suggest something much darker? A YouTuber named Terrell Latente uploaded this video back in March 2022. In the clip, he's seen walking through what looks like a hospital late at night, completely alone. Now, empty hospital hallways already feel unsettling, especially after dark. There's something about the silence, the dim lighting, and the feeling that the place should be full of people, but isn't. As the video continues, Terrell moves through different rooms and corridors, almost like he's searching for something. For a while, it feels like nothing unusual is going to happen, and then, in the blink of an eye, something changes. If you look closely, you can spot what appears to be a small, childlike figure standing in a doorway. The moment happens so quickly that it doesn't even look like Terrell noticed it while filming. If you slow the footage down, there are possible explanations. It could be motion blur, shadows, or the camera catching something during the quick pan that briefly forms a human shape. But when you watch it at normal speed, it's hard not to feel like you're looking at a child standing there. And considering the location, it makes the moment even more unsettling. Hospitals are places often connected with loss, pain, and emotional memories. So, the idea of seeing what looks like a child's presence, even for just a split second, can hit a little differently. So, what do you think this was? Just a trick of the camera, or something genuinely unsettling caught at the worst possible moment? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This footage was shared by a woman named Jessica Duffy, who posted it on her TikTok account back in May 2021. And from the very beginning, it feels like this might not be the first strange thing to happen inside her house. At the start of the first clip, you can hear one of Jessica's kids casually saying, "I ain't scared of no ghosts." It sounds playful, almost like they're joking around without taking anything seriously. But if something really was in that house, it didn't seem to appreciate the confidence. Just seconds later, a door suddenly slams shut on its own. The kids instantly panic, screaming and running away. It's not a gentle movement either. It's loud, sharp, and aggressive, almost like something is trying to make a statement. Then Jessica uploads a second clip, and this is where things get even more disturbing. It starts off like a normal night inside the house. Everything seems calm, until suddenly, the lamp and ceiling fan begin to malfunction. Sparks start flying from inside the fixture as wires appear to short circuit and burst. The moment is chaotic, violent, and honestly pretty dangerous. When you look at both clips together, it almost feels like an escalation. First, the door slamming, then something seemingly interfering with the electrical fixtures inside the home. So, what do you think is happening here? Could something inside Jessica's house be reacting to the kid's fearless comment? Or is this just a series of strange and unfortunate coincidences? And if it really is something paranormal, well, it definitely doesn't seem happy about being ignored. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. A man named Antonio Patron shared this video on his TikTok account, and it shows him quietly walking through his house late at night, apparently after hearing something that caught his attention. As he slowly moves down the hallway, you can tell he's trying to stay as quiet as possible. He turns a corner, and that's when things take a really unsettling turn.
Claudia, ero stai?
Out of nowhere, a children's scooter that was standing completely still suddenly starts moving on its own. It slowly rolls through the hallway and even turns the corner, almost as if someone is guiding it. But when Antonio follows it and turns the corner himself, the scooter is just sitting there again, completely still, like it never moved in the first place. The video is pretty short and doesn't give much context, which honestly makes it even creepier. There's no build-up, no explanation, just a child's toy going from perfectly still to moving with what almost feels like intention, and then stopping the moment someone gets close. If this was staged, it would likely mean someone was hidden somewhere, pulling it with a string and quickly hiding afterward. But if Antonio was actually alone, then seeing a toy suddenly roll across your house by itself is the kind of moment that stays with you. And if you lean toward a paranormal explanation, there's something especially eerie about a child's toy being involved. It looks harmless on the surface, but situations like this can feel deeply unsettling. So what do you think? A setup we just can't see, or something unseen taking a late night ride through the house? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.